A 14-year-old boy went to the movies with his friends and never made it home. The person responsible? Another teenager, just 13 years old. And it all started with a stolen gun. On February 3, 2024, Truecrime Holloway, just 14 years old, was hanging out at a movie theater in Houston County, Georgia. It was supposed to be a normal night, friends, fun, nothing unusual. But somewhere in that same crowd was Terrence Howard Jr., only 13 years old. And 2 days before this night, he had already made a decision that would change everything. He stole a handgun from an unlocked car. And then, he brought it with him to the movies. At some point that night, a fight broke out outside the theater. Multiple teens were involved. Tensions were high. Things got physical fast. According to the defense, Howard and his friend were being attacked. And at one point, he was even hit. Then, in the middle of that chaos, Howard pulled out the gun and fired. The bullet struck Truecrime Holloway, killing him. 2 other people were also injured. In just seconds, a teenage fight turned into a deadly shooting. Police quickly identified Howard as the shooter. And despite being just 13 years old, he was indicted on serious charges: malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during a crime. The case moved forward slowly, until it finally reached trial in 2026. In court, the defense argued self-defense. They claimed Howard feared for his life, that the situation was out of control, and that he reacted in the moment. But prosecutors told a different story. They argued that none of this would have happened if he hadn't stolen a gun and brought it to a crowded public place. After hearing everything, the jury reached a decision. Howard was not convicted of murder, but he was found guilty of voluntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, and weapons charges. He was sentenced to 32 years in prison, plus 5 years probation. He was just 15 years old. One teenager lost his life. Another lost his future. All because of one decision, to pick up a gun. If this case shocked you, subscribe to Dark Trace Crime Stories for real cases that show how fast things can go wrong.